RonaldinhoBR. We're going to speak to him as we're welcoming him onto the interview. Congratulations, first of all.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
So this is a position that you've been in, right? of first in CPT Brazil 2021, #1, now in 2022 as well. I'm wondering if you could talk about how your very active scene, which has a ton of different results in a bunch of events that we looked at, nevertheless ends up with the same person on top in both of these. How is it that you're able to maintain that kind of consistency?
I don't know. I studied all my opponents, so I could do better than I was doing in previous tournaments. So I took some advice back then from a lot of top players, Menardi, Angry Bird. My contact with them, they all talked a lot about counter picking. I didn't have to counter pick in this tournament, but it was an option. And studying my opponents. I remember when I was with Menardi in Singapore, he said that he studies a lot. So I've been trying to do that too. And I believe the result today is because of that. Because I studied a lot of all my opponents actually. That thing that I killed Luke, Juninho Raz, I labbed this today.
Nice.
Oh,
So-
nice. Look at you.
So,
Studying is something that many people talk about, but go on.
No, and I would like to thank my friend Oros Paulinho, because my victory today is his victory as well, because we talked a lot, we've been helping each other, and he helped me a lot today. Thank you.
A lot of people talk about studying as a way to improve, but I'm wondering what specifically that means for you. When you try to study something, what is it that you're doing?
Actually labbing everything. Viewing the replays, seeing what people usually do. Juninho Raz likes to do crouching MK into fireball. I knew he was gonna do that when I was in the corner. So I just pressed the trigger and passed through and won a round because of that too. Dark, I know Dark's game. We've been playing a lot forever. You know, we always played. Jalesh, we've been training as well. So he was the one that I studied the most, because the last time we fought in a casual, but he won. So I was seeing what I did wrong, what I could do better. Juninho is unpredictable. I can't study Luke, but not him. Only a few things, the ones that I told you. That's it.
All right.
I don't know what else about
That's okay.
because
Yeah,
I
I
won.
appreciate
I
the
just
perspective,
won,
yeah.
right?
That's awesome. Yeah, and now that you have a seat at Capcom Cup, I know that you're probably going to go back to how you train, you know, like just labbing things, talking to your community, talking to people such as like Mena RD and everyone else internationally. Is there a way that you're going to, how should I put it? Like, is there a way that you're going to like train differently, or are you just going to kind of go back to the same regimen?
I believe I will just do what I've been doing right now,
okay.
because this is new for me. I actually wasn't the guy who was always doing that thing. Because I have my personal things to do. I have to work. I have to study.
Right.
So I'm not. I don't have the time, all the time free to do that. But I will just continue to do that, because I think it's strong. It makes me strong. Right. It helped me a lot today.
As I said, you have a very active scene. So, you know, we talked a bunch about the results that have been going on in Brazil. You've got Kumite, PogChamp, a lot of the different tournaments are going on. how do you feel about the Brazilian scene and its growth and how it compares to other scenes across the world?
I believe this year we've grown a lot. Many players from last year. I think we were far behind everyone. Actually, US and the people from Red Bull Committee that I met. But right now I believe Brazil is growing in strength. Horus Paulinho is very strong, very strong. It's a period that you couldn't see more of him. Dark, you don't have to talk about Dark. He always on fire, all right. Jaleshe too. Jaleshe wasn't playing as frequently right now, but from a month to now, he got back to his old form, and the result was there. He was on top 8. He did very well, although he couldn't do the top 3. Juninho Raz is very active too. He's playing with a lot of characters. Luke, Kage, Ryu. People are really trying to get better at the game, and I think we are getting there.
Right, awesome. Yeah, that's super fun to hear because, like, just watching the CPT with a bunch of really strong Brazilian players just kind of shows that you guys have that sort of like rivalry together, but also, you know, helping each other out, helping each other with like matchups and like frame data and whatnot. So again, just to kind of retract back to my question about Capcom Cup, now that you have a seat, is there anyone in particular that you want to face that you like, you know, you haven't seen at like tournaments that you've been to? Is there someone at Capcom Cup now that has entered that you want to face?
I'll tell the truth. I don't know anyone who is in Capcom Cup right now. I'll just have to look to the website right as soon as the interview ends, right? Because I was studying a lot, so I was not connected. I actually didn't think I would make this year because it's obviously it's difficult to do that. It's not. It's easier to not to qualify than to qualify, right?
Sure.
So the probability of me qualifying was kind of low if you look the odds, right? So I was not very into the Capcom Pro Tour. But right now I'll just have to do, I guess I'll have to do that.
Fair enough. No, I appreciate that your focus has been on just qualifying in the first place, right? That's definitely the more important thing to do. You briefly mentioned having potential counter characters. So I'm wondering if we can talk about how you view Nash this season, how you view him as a character within the context of the game. And if you were to do a counter pick, I'm wondering what your character would be.
I actually played Blanca.
Oh, nice!
What's the character that you would pick Blanca for?
Bison, Cammy, Dawson. These 3 are the main that I would pick Blanca. Let me see. I think these 3, these are the ones that give me the most trouble as Nash. Bison is a terrible matchup. Dawson is the second worst, and Cammy is unplayable.
Okay.
So,
well, maybe other than those few. Yeah. But how do you feel about Nash in general? You're really one of the few Nash players who is still making the character work at the highest level. I don't know if that's because of the character, right? I don't think the character is weak, but we just don't see that many other people. So can you talk about how you view the character yourself?
I believe that he's mid-tier. People here in Brazil, especially Brolinho, says that Nash is high tier. I really don't agree with him, but I think he can do most of the matchups. He can handle himself. You just have to play and stick with the game plan. You have to kind of turtle with him. And once you have enough resources, you can kind of go to the offensive or capitalizing in a V-trigger into super. You You can't just waste a meter with him, because he doesn't have a combo extender, an EX combo extender, right? So once you waste 1 meter, you may be stuck with 2 and have nothing to do with them, with this meter, right? You have to, you just do a medium punch into EX strategy assault, you gain 30 life. It's almost nothing. So you have to manage really well the resources with Nash, I believe.
Well, congrats again. You gave one shout out, but is there anything else that you'd like to say to your scene or to everybody watching?
I would like to thank all of the people that cheered for me, all of my friends, my family, Horus Paulinho, Dark, Brolinho, Keoma, HK Dash, everyone. I would like to thank a lot for everyone who wanted me to win today, and see you at Capcom Cup.
There you go.
Yeah, you definitely deserve it. Definitely take that break today and just celebrate that win with your family, friends, and your community. So thank you so much for coming here, Ronaldinho. We appreciate the words from you, and we hope that you have a wonderful Sunday.